Hey everybody, Josh the RV Nerd here at Haylett RV of Coldwater, Michigan. Want to take a minute to help clear something up. I get people a lot of times, they'll look at something and say, well, I can't tow that, it's 12,000 pounds. And I'm like, what are you talking about? This thing weighs like 8,000 pounds. Where are you getting that weight from? And they say, well, right here, it says, on this piece of paper, it says GVW, that's the weight, right? And not everyone works in this business. I don't expect everyone to understand the alphabet soup of this business the way that I do. So I want to take a minute to look at this. Unloaded weight, gross vehicle weight, cargo capacity, tongue weight. What do these four different weights mean? Because they're all important, potentially. They're all important for different reasons. And depending on how close you are to approaching your vehicle's tow capacity, they could be critically important. So this is a big deal. Let's start with unloaded vehicle weight, UVW. That means the dry weight of the trailer itself with nothing in it, just the empty weight of the trailer going down the road. That's usually the weight that most people are actually concerned with. They want to know how much is this thing really. They sometimes want to know how much is it when it's loaded. Well, technically that could be the GVW, the gross vehicle weight, the max capacity, but usually you're never going to achieve that weight. You're never going to max out a trailer. The gross vehicle weight is something more for the service departments for weight distribution purposes. I'm getting ahead of myself. I do that. But they want to know, once I put my mac and cheese and all my marshmallows in it, how much is this thing going to weigh? You want to factor for like a 2-week trip, an extended trip, somewhere between 75 to 125 pounds of stuff. And I know you're that one person out there like, you don't know how we pack heavy. You don't pack as heavy as you think you do. I do this for a living, and almost everybody fits within that boundary that I just shared with you. Maybe you're that one exception, but you're not real common. Cargo carrying capacity. What is that? That is how much stuff you can pack in this camper before you start to overload maybe the floor, the axles, something. It depends on where the weak point is in the trailer. It's not always just axles. But usually you're never going to come anywhere close to that cargo carrying capacity. You're just not. Unless you start loading bags of bricks and cinder blocks and fertilizer in this thing, you're never going to get this thing packed full to its capacity. That leads us to the gross vehicle weight. Unloaded vehicle weight plus all the cargo you can possibly shove in it is the gross vehicle weight. That is the max weight of the trailer plus the cargo when everything's all jammed together. And that's really the weight you want to use when you're figuring out what sort of weight distribution set you're looking for in a travel trailer or potentially a fifth wheel hitch. Because if you are that one person who goes absolutely bananas and loads this thing up to the gills, well, you're going to want a hitch that is rated for that kind of weight. If it's a fifth wheel hitch and it's not rated for enough, then you could actually start to torque and flex and give, and that could be catastrophic. I hope no one ever experiences that. If it's a weight distribution set on a travel trailer and you have the wrong load setting on those bars, then what's going to happen is the system's not going to work properly. That's going to introduce extra porpoising in your trailer going down the road and extra wiggling all over the place, and pretty soon your whole trailer's just going to be wobbling all over the place and you're going to be terrified to tow it. You're going to hate it. You're going to want to trade out of it. You're going to be done camping. Hopefully, we can eliminate that from happening with this vehicle. Now, tongue weight, or pin weight, as it would be called on a fifth wheel. That's how much vertical weight is actually being expressed onto the back of your vehicle. Now, in the case of a fifth wheel, that's really important to know because your vehicle has a payload capacity in the bed of that truck. You don't want to exceed that or else you're going to screw up your warranty and wreck the bed of your truck. Now, it's hard to actually do that, but it's important to understand the differences. Now, in the case of a travel trailer, basically everyone's going to end up cheating that. Almost everybody, because those load leveling hitches, weight distributions, whatever you want to call them, those are designed to spread out and diminish the tongue weight on a trailer, so you can kind of cheat that number quite a bit. If you look at the 2-inch square receiver on the back of your vehicle, if you look at the weight tag on that, you're going to be like, every travel trailer I look at weighs too much for a fifth wheel, or pardon me, for my vehicle. Well, that's because you're supposed to be handling these things with a weight distribution set. And that's actually interesting. This is totally not where I meant to go with this, but I never script anything, so pardon me. What is a weight distribution set? It's actually an exterior Class 4 hitch upgrade. If you're looking through the Ford or GM or Dodge, whatever, literature, you're going to see Class 3, Class 4 hitches. What is the difference? They both have a 2-inch square receiver. But a Class 4 hitch has built-in weight distribution. It has bars that help lift the chassis to distribute that weight, essentially. A weight distribution load leveling hitch on a travel trailer is the same thing. It's just an external add-on versus an interior built-in component. So what you're doing is you're creating and retrofitting a Class 4 hitch with a weight distribution kit. The difference there is you also get a lot of anti-sway benefits to most load leveling systems. So there's a quick, breakdown of unloaded versus cargo versus gross versus tongue weights. Hopefully that helps you. If you have more questions, because this is a really important item, you just call. Just pick up the phone, call right away. And we want to make sure that you're looking at the right weight for the right vehicle. I don't want you being unsafe on the road, because this can be potentially a very important and dangerous thing if you get it wrong. It's very easy to get it right, but it's critically important that you do so. So give us a call, 800-256-5196, Haylett RV of Coldwater, Michigan. Take care, stay safe, have fun, and happy camping, everyone.